Hi there. Welcome back to my Capitol office for another report. We're getting close to the end of the session. June the 1st is the last day of the session, so I want to give you an update of where we are. Last night, the conferees, that is the 5 state representatives and the 5 state senators who are working on the final budget that we will pass for the next 2 years to fund government for the next 2 years, agreed on the budget, and it's going to be a good one, I think. We're making significant investments in education, in health care, in our transportation infrastructure, and importantly in our public safety to make sure that communities are safe, not just along the border, in Laredo, where I represent, but really all over the state of Texas. We're also doing things like investing for the first time now in a significant way on cancer research, hopefully to be able to find cures to cancer or better treatments to deal with cancer in the state of Texas and frankly all over the country. The other thing that we still have left on our plate, though, that is important is the Department of Insurance Sunset Bill. Every 12 years, agencies have to be reviewed to see whether or not we are going to renew them and what kind of work they're going to do. The Department of Insurance will continue, but we're going to look and see if there are things that we can do to make sure that the insurance industry does its mission in a fair way to consumers, and the consumers are not treated unfairly. It's a concern that I and others have all the time, that people, when they're dealing with insurance companies, get what they're supposed to get, and that we can do something about trying to keep premiums from getting out of control. The other thing that is very important that we haven't dealt with is tuition deregulation. Some years ago, the legislature voted to deregulate tuition in universities and colleges in the state. I voted against that. I was against that happening. And what I anticipated would happen has happened. Tuition rates have gone through the roof. This session, we are committed to changing that and trying to come up with a formula or a system that doesn't make college so prohibitive in cost that people can't go to college. So that's another big issue that we haven't dealt with yet that I expect that we will in the next couple of days. I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea of where we are. There are a lot of bills passing that affect different parts of the communities we call local bills, but overall these are the big issues that are still before us. Thank you for dropping by, and we'll talk to you soon, and we'll talk to you before the end of the session.